for the ethics reform proposal on the table?
Certainly, I'm for that in light of the fact of how I got here. I mean, hey, not to say that that had anything to do with it. I would vote for that because I think there should be transparency. I think we should be above reproach. People are trusting us with billions of dollars, okay, and power, okay, and authority. And when you're doing those kind of things, I think we should be at the utmost trustworthy, honest, and with integrity.
Is there anything that's missing in that proposal that you think needs to be added?
Well, I think they covered it pretty well, okay. There is the talk of a inspector general, and certainly I think within reason, and I'm saying reason meaning in his scope and limitations and responsibilities and enforcement powers, I think there needs to be an inspector general. So I would support that as well. In fact, the thing of it is, the people have called for it twice.
Yeah.
So that to me is saying that the majority of the community and county is saying, hey, this is needed.
Right. Who's running your campaign? Sorry.
I have a management firm, and that's Patriot Games.
What is it?
Patriot Games.
Oh.
It's a management firm?
That's a management.
It sounds like a video game.
I know. It sounds fun.
Yeah. Well, I think they're doing a great job.
And who are some of your main, supporters that are helping you run?
Got quite a few volunteers, and some out of Dania Beach, some out of Pompano, some out of Hollywood, Lauderdale Lakes, Lauderhill. Got various people that are volunteering and helping me as far as to manage some of the grassroots.
Is Joe Major officially part of your team, or
he's Joe Major is a volunteer.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, unlike some of the other races that we've been watching, you've got a number of people who have various experiences in elected office, seeking the seat. What separates you? What do you think distinguishes you from those other guys? Besides the fact that you're obviously in the seat, but I mean, why should the voters think of Al.C. Jones over, say, some of the other names that are competing for that seat?
Yeah. Well, there are several reasons, but one of the main reasons would be this, is that there's no other candidate, whether they're seeking or sitting in this seat other than me, that has served at every level of government. I've been a former school board member, I've been a mayor, I've been a vice mayor, a commissioner, I'm currently a hospital commissioner, and now I'm at the county level. No other candidate can say that. And not only that, I'm here and I'm doing it. I didn't get a short learning course to say, hey, let's take Al over here in the back room and give him Government 101. I hit the streets running, and I made a significant difference. And that's why I passed out some of the information to show that, hey, here's what I've done in 7 months. So think what I can do within a year, what I can do in 2 years. I'm working very hard and going out and meeting, greeting the people. Most of the times I hear that, hey, we never had anyone to come and say, talk with us, never had anyone to visit us, never had anyone, we saw a commissioner up front and personal. And I'm saying I'm going to be that kind of guy that's going to be accessible. I'm going to be that type of person that's going to work. I'm going to be that kind of person that's not going to be, hey, come down to the county government office and go through throwing out your ID and then signing in here and there. I'm saying, hey, I'll come to where you are. And I think I bring that level of governance. And everywhere I've gone, I've had that kind of approach. And even at the hospital district, as I was serving there, one of the first clinics that came out of that, primary care facilities came out, went into my city. Not so much as the fact because, I sit there, because the fact, hey, I thought it was needed. That quadrant of the city, the southeast, which covers Hollywood, Dania, Fort Lauderdale as well, I thought it would be an excellent. And they thought so too. But they also went and put primary care facilities in various other cities after that. So I've always brought about results, and I'm not saying any of my other colleagues my other opponents haven't, but I have, and certainly At the school board, I've done the same thing, and certainly at the hospital district, as well as the fact in my city. So I think with that, as I said, no other candidate or opponent other than myself have served at every level of government with integrity and with transparency and accountability.
Usually the District 9 contests can be, how do I say it? Well, let's put it this way. It's not quite as bad as the Gunsberger-Geller race. But, you know, there are times when things are said on the campaign trail. So we would give you the opportunity to address, rectify, straighten out, clarify anything that might have been said about you by any of your opponents that you.
Well, I'm quite sure they would say, hey, he's not from here, but yet I'm born in Providence Hospital on 6th Street, okay? They would say,
really?
Yes, really, and grew up here in Broward County. I've been here in Broward County all my life, okay? I can remember when we would come to Fort Lauderdale and we would get in the car and my dad would bring me and my brother and we would come up and we would shop at 6th Street because that's where the synergy was for the black community. So I feel I need to be put to rest. Maybe some felt that maybe I'm not a fighter, but I've always been a fighter and always will be. I've played football, got a scholarship, played a little professional football. So I'm saying I've always been somebody that, hey, will stand up and I'll meet you eyeball to eyeball and chest to chest.
Who'd you play for?
I played for the Miami Dolphins. Well, let me put it this way, Brittany. Know how newspapers are. Had a tryout with the Miami Dolphins, had a career injury, and therefore I was let go. And so from there began my teaching career. Had a degree in physical education, and I started working in MacArthur High School in 1968 and became their first black coach and first black PE teacher at that time. So at the height of integration, and that was that time. But so would put that to rest. To say that, you know, I'm not one of them, I don't know what that means because I'm a Broward Countian. I went to school at Addis, attended, which was only 3 black high schools in all of Broward County. And so Addis, Dillard, and Blanche Healy. So to say that I'm not, and to say that, hey, he's not from here, I really don't know what that means. But then again, I've done the things that I think I said I would do. I moved in the district. I'm running for the seat, okay, and I'm doing the good work. And certainly, with the momentum that has come about, with the groundswell of people that are supporting me and my volunteers, certainly with the endorsements that I've gotten, certainly people are saying, hey, this is the guy. And I know I'm that guy, and I know I can do an excellent job. Given the opportunity to retain my seat, I will certainly do the best and that I know I can do and have done.
Who you mentioned endorsements, who?
The Police Benevolent Association, the Broward County Firefighters, been endorsed by several of the mayors, President of Council Jerry Flagent, Lauderdale Lakes Mayor Barrington Russell, and also Jack Brady in North Lauderdale. Some of the homeowners associations and so forth have endorsed me.
On this sheet, you mentioned all the projects you voted for in dollar terms, but I imagine these were all projects already in the works by the time you got there.
Oh, by all means, Tony. I'm not saying something that I did the heavy lifting on, but certainly that got my support and my vote, and because of the fact that, hey, they were in my district and wanted to support them in any way that I possibly could that would make it beneficial for my constituent.
Okay. Just one last